Hi guys, it's Lewis here from Scenic Cruises. I come to you from Leith in Edinburgh and we're really excited to be alongside Scenic Eclipse II, as you can see here. Scenic Eclipse II is in the UK for the very first time, which we're really excited about. We're going to be embarking from Edinburgh, around the north of Scotland and into Dublin over the next week. But today we're going to take you on board for a quick ship tour and tell you all about the facilities and all about the amazing technology that is on board Scenic Eclipse II. But just some fast facts. So Scenic Eclipse I set sail in 2019 and Scenic Eclipse II joined the fleet in April this year, 2023. She holds 228 guests, apart from when we're in the polar regions where she holds 200 guests. So let's come on board. Okay, so welcome on board. So I thought we'd start at the top of the yacht and work our way down through the ship. So here we are, we're on deck 10. This is the sky deck of Scenic Eclipse II and it's been brand newly designed for Scenic Eclipse II. We've got the sky bar, which is an amazing indoor bar area for guests to enjoy, and we've also got the oval shaped vitality pool here, which you can see in shot. Perfect to enjoy the warm weather of the Mediterranean or the Caribbean, where Scenic Eclipse II will be sailing. We've also, around the sky deck, got some cabanas and indoor and outdoor seating areas. Okay, so welcome to the bridge of Scenic Eclipse II. On both of our Scenic Eclipse yachts, we have an open bridge policy, which is quite unique and is something to mention for you travel agents, to mention to clients. It's a really important part of our cruising programme, so all the guests can come up and speak to the captain as we're sailing along. But we've been joined by Cara, who's part of the onboard team. Cara's going to talk to us about some of the technology on board Scenic Eclipse II and why our yachts are as at home in the warmer climates of the Mediterranean as they are in the polar regions.
Perfect, thank you, Lewis. So as you were saying, we do have an open bridge policy. This is when we're sailing, we sail to some fantastic destinations, so it's great to come here and watch as they navigate through the waters. As you mentioned, we have some of the state-of-the-art fabulous technology on board. So this includes dynamic positioning. We also use AziPods, and we have 50% larger stabilizers than most cruise ships. So this allows us to do a lot of different things. So because we have dynamic positioning, that means that we do not need to utilize an anchor. And because we have the stabilizers and just the maneuverability of the ship, we're able to get into much smaller ports than most cruise lines as well. So this works in the Mediterranean. It also works in the polar regions when we're in expedition mode and discovery mode, and also in the Kimberley, we're able to get to a lot of different places because we do not need to use that anchor. So this goes for all of our destinations really, but where it really comes to life is we are an ice class 6 ship as well. So that means that we are able to break through the ice. We have state-of-the-art sonar, so we're able to see way ahead of ourselves in the ocean. We can also pick up a lot of wildlife this way as well. And also with having the helicopter on board, they are able to do reconnaissance flights, and they're able to help the captain navigate through where we can break ice. We've also been able to do ice landings, so in Antarctica, using the ice class of the ship to carve into the ice. The helicopters will go and do the reconnaissance flights, and then AziPods to keep us in place. We can walk straight from the ship onto the peninsula in Antarctica, which is a fabulous use of our technology. In terms of the stabilizers that we have on board, as I said, they're 50% larger than most ships have. This really helps us when we're navigating through sort of more treacherous waters, so going through the Drake Passage, for example, on the way to Antarctica, up in the Arctic as well. It just means that we're able to keep very stable and to make it a lot more comfortable for our guests. And it's also very super silent. So because we don't have any thrusters, you often don't even know you're sailing. We're able to sail at much faster speeds using the AziPods, so be able to get to those destinations and spend more time in those locations as well.
Okay, so we're now at a really exciting part of the yacht. We're on deck 8 and we're on the helipad of Scenic Eclipse II. As you can see, we've got one of the helicopters out here. Pascal, our flight operations manager, is with us. He's brought the helicopter out just for you guys. So Pascal, how many passengers can a helicopter hold at a time?
We can hold up to 6 passengers and 1 pilot. Yes.
And there's 2 helicopters on board?
2 helicopters, yes.
Okay. And these are
These are Airbus helicopters H120.
Amazing. And I believe these helicopters are perfect for flight teams, is that correct?
Yes, that was the reason behind for Airbus helicopters to build those helicopters for special flight team, make them really quiet,
Okay.
but also with a fantastic visibility for the passengers.
Amazing, amazing. So, go on, give us your favourite place that you've used these helicopters with Scenic Eclipse.
Well, all over the world, but my favorite place is the Antarctica.
Amazing.
Antarctica because it's so remote, so far away from everything, and that makes it really special. But all the other places are nice as well during the day. To see the world from up and above is always the best.
Amazing, amazing. Well, thank you, Pascal.
Of course, thank you very much.
Onwards we go. Okay, so I just quickly wanted to bring you into one of our deluxe veranda suites to showcase the suites that we have on board Scenic Eclipse II. So a few things to mention. There's 100% balcony suites on board Scenic Eclipse and Scenic Eclipse II. So there's no inside cabin, there's no window cabins, everything's got a balcony suite on board. Our suites range in different cabin categories, and they all include a butler service, they all include a minibar, they all include the scenic slumber beds, which I'm sat on here, which can adjust to whatever the guest wants. We've also got a pillow menu, so the guests can enjoy different scented pillows. They've got Dyson hair dryers included, and they've got some amazing pieces of artwork that has been specifically selected for our suites on board. Okay, so we're now in one of my favourite areas on board Scenic Eclipse II. We're in the 550 square metre Scandinavian inspired Senses Spa. So the Senses Spa includes his and hers infrared saunas, salt therapy lounge, a steam room, and a brand new ice experience shower area. And at the very back of the Senses Spa, we've got the plunge pool area, as you can see here. We've now come through to the Scenic Eclipse II onboard theatre, and we've got Cara with us, who's going to talk a little bit about the theatre and what goes on in this area on board.
Thank you. So we have a beautiful theatre here. It's sort of movie style design, has reclinable chairs as well, full comfort for our guests. Things that happen in the theatre. We always do a voyage briefing at the start of all of our voyages. They'll do different port talks in here about amazing destinations and all the shore excursions that are included. All the information will be given to our guests here. When we're in full expedition and discovery mode, they'll do recap and briefing every day about what we've seen, all the crazy sights and amazing animals that we've seen. Do some also educational talks in here about the places that we're visiting, and then debrief on what to expect for the next day. We also have, when we have the onboard discovery team, we also have lecturers that will do lectures in here. They're all experts in various fields, so it's very educational and really brings you back to that sustainability point. And we also have a fabulous onboard entertainment team. So we have a beautiful duo, and they do some fabulous shows in here, as well as some solo shows as well for entertainment in the evening. And we also do lots of other types of entertainment as well.
So dining on board Scenic Eclipse II is a massive part of the customer's experience. There's 10 dining options on board, ranging from classical French fine dining to a more relaxed all-day grazing in our Azure Cafe.
Yes, so part of our 10 dining options that we have on board, we're in the beautiful Coco's now, which is all Asian fusion. So within this restaurant, we have 3 different dining venues. So we have Coco's, which is Asian fusion. You do not need a reservation for this restaurant, and the menu changes every 3 days. And it can go from Indian to Asian to Filipino. We also have behind us the night market, which seats 8 guests at a time. That is by reservation only. And it is teppanyaki, tasting menu, 8 courses, all prepared in front of you. And at the start of this restaurant, we have sushi at Coco's. So again, this one is by reservation only, and it's sushi prepared freshly in front of you as you watch the chef, all paired with beautiful Asian cocktails as well. You did mention some of our other dining venues, such as Lumiere, which is our French tasting menu, and we also have Chef's Table, which is our most exclusive dining by invitation only, and that is a 10-course dining gastronomic experience, all paired with wine as well.
Okay, so we've come towards the end of our virtual tour of Scenic Eclipse II. The last place I wanted to bring you to was the observation deck, and here we are. As you can see, it's really spacious, and it's an amazing area for guests to enjoy the sights and the sounds of the destinations we take them to throughout the world. Just off the observation deck, we have the observation lounge, which is an indoor area, and again, perfect place to take in the sights, but also a nice place to relax and unwind with a book or a board game at the end of a busy day of exploring. So that's it. Thank you for coming on board with us, and we hope to see your guests on board very soon.